happy Sunday. I thought that I would start a new vlog. I am heading on a girls trip on tomorrow, and I figured, you know what, why not take you girlies and guys, if you're watching, along with me. I plan on reading maybe 3. We're definitely going to try to get 2 books in this vlog. And I wanted to start with In the Key of Summer by Zila L. Banks. I actually met her at the Columbus, Ohio Book Fair that I went to. Man, has it been almost a month? I'm telling you guys, time is flying. And so I met her. She's an indie author. And I really wanted to jump in this book before the summer is over. I mean, guys, look, people talking about Halloween already. So, you know, we got to get her in where she can fit in. And that is going to be this week while I am on vacation. I also plan to read, I believe it's Nowhere Left to Hide by Megan Lally. That is a thriller. Let me back up. Actually, I want to tell you a little bit about, just a little teach about In the Key of Summer, because I did already start reading that one. So you're looking at 2 POVs in this book. You're looking at Tani, and his name is Rudolph, but they call him Rue. And Tani is sorry, I gotta keep looking around, guys, because we having car chronicles again, okay? But we are talking about Tani. She is an educator. I believe it's reading as if she's a middle school, maybe, a middle school teacher, an aspiring singer. I think she wants to be her career to switch over maybe to being a singer of some sort. And then you have Rudolph. I can't remember what he does for a living, but Rue is a widower. And so I think you may kind of can see where this is going. Tani at one point had a boyfriend, and there's some things that went on with that. So this is kind of a second chance romance, I would think. But you are dealing with Rudolph, who, like I said, is a widower, and you know, he's grieving. You could pretty much figure out that he's a single parent, but you pretty much can figure out at this point that his kid probably is going to the same school that she's teaching. I don't think that that's a spoiler, but we're gonna see what happens. I'm telling you, I think I'm on chapter 3, and it's already good. I am not even joking. I really had to force myself to put the book down because I want to read it while I'm on vacation. So I started, I went ahead and started No Place Left to Hide, to kind of like slow me down a bit, because I know I could have got through probably half of that book on yesterday. So that's where we are now. If I do a 3rd book, it'll probably be Curvy Girl Summer, because I wanted to read that last year. So I definitely want to try to get that one in. And we're going to see where I end up, guys. Look, I'm going to enjoy myself, sit by the pool, and just relax. You guys, hopefully you'll enjoy this vlog, and I'm looking forward to telling you more about what I'm reading. Hey friends, it's me here in Florida, and I just wanted to pop in. I haven't had a lot of time to really read, but I am reading In the Key of Summer, and I am about halfway through the book, and so it is really, really good. I mean, it took off. There has not been a dull moment in this book. You have your two main POVs being Tani and Rue. And this is kind of like, I almost want to say it's like a second chance romance. I won't go into a lot of detail about the story because it does take off so fast that if I talk too much, I'm just gonna give away too much. But I'm really enjoying it. Tani, she is a I want to say middle school teacher, and she is aspiring to be a singer. And then you have Rue, who is I believe he may be some type of supervisor or something of a construction company, and the connection between the two is his son, and I cannot remember his son's name. Oh my gosh, what is his son's name? I can't remember his son's name, but anywho, it's a really good story. Like I said, second chance, I believe, and I can't wait to be able to dive back into this book because we're out here having a good time. And so I'll let you guys know. I actually probably won't be able to come back and talk to you guys until I get back home in a couple of days. So until then, guys, talk to you soon. Hello, friends. So I am now back from vacation, and I wanted to touch base with you guys and kind of fill you in on where I am on the 3 books that I wanted to read in this vlog. The first book, which I was kind of reading it while on vacation, but you know what? I was vacationing, y'all. I was vacationing, sitting by the pool, in the pool, doing all of the things, and I did not read as much as I thought I would. However, I am done with Love in the Key of Summer by Zariah L. Banks. And you guys, if you didn't catch me earlier talking about it, we're talking about, this is an indie author. And I'm telling you, I love this book. I love this. This is a second chance romance. One cool thing about it is the story setting, place, whatever you want to call it. It takes place in Ohio. And if you don't know, I live in Ohio. This takes place in Cleveland, Ohio, this story. And that's a few hours away from me, probably about 3 to 4 hours away from where I am. But it was still really cool to, find out that this story is taking place right in my area. And I really enjoyed this book. This book really, really touched on so many themes. Okay, so once again, this is a second chance romance. You have Tani and you have Rue or Rudolph, which are the main characters in this book. And there were some other characters in this book as well that, played a big part in this book, by the way. And I really love the whole setup of this story. I really did. I'm not saying that just because, this is an indie author or anything. Like, I felt like I could visualize, I could just see this story. Like, it was kind of it gave me, Lifetime Hallmark vibes almost. This book touched on, man, it touched on grief, guys. It touched on mental health. I don't want to go too much into the story because I don't believe it does not mention on the synopsis where the grief falls in at. It does not mention on the synopsis about mental health or anything like that. So I really don't want to talk a whole lot about it. But it really taps in a lot about that. It talks about even with children dealing with grief in mental health. It talks about counseling of those who may have lost someone. This story, it was just very easy to read. It was very well written to me. It was very well written. Like, I almost wish the story could have went on. It did have a little spicy scene in it, okay? It didn't overshadow the book, though. You know how usually, you get these romance books and you have chapters and chapters of the book just being about spice. And it wasn't overshadowing the story. I love the friendships in this book. It kind of gave me the same vibe as Kennedy Ryan's crew. The last series. Who was that? Before I Let Go, Can't Get It Out. It kind of gave me those vibes a little bit as far as the friends. You even have a group of guys in this book. I love the fact that you got to hear a lot from the main male character in this book. His expression, him expressing the different things that he was going through. It was just real. If I could give you one word, it would be real. Once again, you're talking about two, and I say ordinary or regular people, not in a negative way. I'm just talking about everyday people. I love that. I can't mention that enough, that I love that about this story because, it's relatable. How about that? This story is very relatable. There's absolutely nothing wrong with, those who are wealthy and, doing all the great things. But I absolutely love the fact that, you have two, like I said, working hard every day. What do you want to call them? Blue collar, whatever you want to call them. People talking about a second chance love. And it was really good. I feel like Zariah really was able to put everything into this book, and it wasn't a bunch of plot holes. It didn't seem like stuff was just smushed together. I love the communication in this book. There was, really good communication in this book. I mean, it was one part where it fell off a little bit, but it came back around. And, they got it straight, which is real life. Once again, you may miss it the first time, but when you come back and acknowledge that you, have miscommunicated some things, that's what made the story even better. What else can I tell you about this story without saying too much? I really love this book. Had me researching Cleveland, honey, because I'm like, I don't live that far from Cleveland, and I wanted to see if some of these places were actually real. Because there is a beach scene, and I know that there are probably 2 or 3 beaches in Cleveland. We're talking about Lake Erie that runs all the way through there, whatnot. And there's actually a beach in Cleveland that I would love to go. I wish I had, if it was enough summer left, I'd be taking a drive. I mean, but you know, there's not much summer left here for the time that I have with everything else going on. But I'm definitely going to put that on my to-do list to go visit. But you guys, I'm telling you, you will absolutely not be disappointed in this book. I really hope that I don't foresee where, like, I feel like the story could have went a little farther, but I don't see where there would need to be like a series about them per se. But hopefully Zariah will write, will get some more books out like this one. I know she has another one that I have to read that has kind of like a little thriller twist to it from what I understand. So I'm going to try to get that book in before summer is out as well. And that book has not been released yet. I don't think it is released until October, maybe. I'll have to find out the date for that book. But this is a new release. It just came out in July. So you are able to get this book. I know I saw it on Amazon, or you can go on Zariah's website and purchase it as well, which I'll make sure I leave that link as well as the Amazon link down in my description on this video. But other than that, guys, like I said, I really think you're going to enjoy this book. So that's all I'm going to say about this one. So I've already dove into the second book that I said that I was going to read on this vlog, and that is No Place Left to Hide. And I'm only actually on chapter 4 of this book. But it is, I believe this is a YA. At least this story is based around kids that's still in high school. Okay. So, I'm on chapter 4, and it's starting out a little slow for me, but I also think that, That's Not My Name, if I can recall, started out kind of slow too. So I feel like once I probably get past, probably 50 pages or so, it should really start getting interesting. So I will tell you, I'll pop back in here. I'm looking to try to have this video finished soon, because I did take an extra, 2-3 days vacation in, and I'm not as far as I thought I would be with these 3 books. So it's weekend. It's the weekend. It's Friday night. So I'm hoping I can really put a big dent in this book on tonight. And then the third book that I have is the 7 Days in June by Tia Williams. I'm gonna read that on my Kindle, because I'm trying to get my Kindle back into play. I have so many books on this Kindle that I really need to start reading them. I want the actual copy of this book, but I felt like for this video, it's not a rush for me to get the book. So I had it on my Kindle, so I'm just going to go that route. But I would like to have all of Tia Williams' books. I really, really have enjoyed Tia Williams. And the reason why I wanted to go ahead and read this is because I have, if you can see up here, Audrey and Bash, Audrey and Bash, which is a Tia Williams book as well. And from my understanding, I should have just grabbed it for you guys. From my understanding, I think the little girl in this book is the daughter of the lady in this book. So I'm really excited about reading this. I know for sure this is a YA. So I wanted to dive into this story and get this one read before I started that one. And I really want to finish that one once again before the summer is out. We have maybe 5 weeks of summer before it's officially fall, sometime in September. So I have quite a few books that I'm trying to get through. but I wanted to put these 3 books on a vlog, and get that done. So I will hop back on here, guys, when I get a good portion of this book completed. I don't know, honestly, if I'll get to this book before I finish the vlog. I'm hoping so. But if I don't, guys, I'm definitely going to keep going, and it'll end up, it's already on my August TBR at this point. Or my August possibilities. Of course, this is not a possibility. This is going to happen. And I will share, I believe that video, if it hasn't posted, it will be posted by the time you see this video. Okay, guys? So look out for that one to see which books I am choosing in August. And other than that, friends, I will get back to you guys when I have something else bookish to share. All right. So, guys, I am on chapter 22, and I think it is 32 chapters left in this book. So I'm definitely going to finish this book. The chapters aren't very long. They're probably like 3 to 5 pages per chapter. But it's pretty intense right now. The chase is still going on. I'll just say that. The chase is still going on. Brooke and Jenna are now being chased by someone. I'm pretty sure at this point, Brooke knows who it is that is chasing them. And it's on foot. I will say that I don't think that it's a spoiler to let you know that they are no longer in the car being chased, but they are on foot. And once again, things are just not looking like you would expect. Or put it this way, the story is taking a turn. The story is taking a turn. Things are not what they seem. And, you know, at this point, I know earlier I was saying that maybe 3.5, 4-star. I am thinking that if the story ends like I think, I will probably give this a 4.5 star. Just because of the build-up that it took to get to where we are now. I feel like, you know, these chapters, these thrillers, a lot of the times are taking most of the book to, you know, get you hyped up and ready for the thrill or whatnot. There were not. Hey friends, hey, happy Sunday. It is a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I really thought I was gonna get to chill today, but I'm out here in these streets, y'all. I am out here running and hopefully a quick errand so that I can get back to the crib, okay? But on my way to where I need to go, I just may stop by Goodwill. I'm going to stop by Goodwill just to see if they have any books. I know the last time that I went, I think I found a couple of good books that I was looking for. I think one was Husbands, The Husbands or something like that, and then it was something else. Anywho, we never gonna get that close to books and not go run in, okay? So I know I'm gonna run in there, and if I find anything, I am going to share it with you guys. I'm gonna do it in the car. Since we got Car Chronicles going on, I'm going to share those books with you in the car. today because I wanted to do my other video. I still need to do my July wrap up, y'all. So I don't know if I'm gonna do that today, and if I do, y'all gonna see me with the same thing on. So there you go. But I wanted to hop on actually just to give you an update on No Place to Hide by Megan Lally. And once again, the main female character being Brooke, and then you have her best friend Jenna, and I didn't mention Claire, who was her other best friend, who actually passed away in this story. And then you have, I think her love interest, or a guy that she's interested in, I believe his name is Dylan. But you have quite a few characters. You know, the main one to me is Brooke. And then you have, in this book, you have them switching from the past and the present, okay? So I'm about 70% through the book right now. I'm really hoping, guys, I can finish this book today. If I could just sit down somewhere, I can finish it. You know, most of the times I do a lot of my reading at night during the week. Sorry about that loud noise. I don't even know what that was. I do a lot of my reading at night, and I don't particularly film when I'm reading because your girl be, you know, she be in her jammies and stuff, and I'm just not that comfortable with sharing my secrets with y'all, if you know what I'm saying, okay? So, anywho, I'm basically at the part of the book where it's really, it's starting to pick up now. It's starting to pick up now. You know, you can see on the cover that Brooke is being chased by another car. She's not for sure who's in this car because she has an idea, I believe, but I'm gonna tell y'all something, and I could be wrong. I could definitely be wrong. But I'm kind of side-eyeing her friend Jenna. I'm side-eyeing her a little bit because in one scene of this book when they're getting chased, Jenna acting a little suspect. She acting a little sus to me, okay? Not that I'm this great detective or anything, but, you know, I feel like something going on with that. And as you read through the story, you can just see some things too. But anywho, so far so good. I'll say this, I don't feel like right now that this is an exact 5-star book. Unless it end with a bang. Now, for me to give it a 5-star, it's gonna have to end with a bang. Right now, I may give it a 3.5, 4. Okay? And it may just be because it's about kids, you know. I think maybe I'm not the audience for this book. I don't know, because I am like a lot older. Okay, I'm a fine wine. Okay, but it's alright. It's alright. So guys, hopefully next time you see me, in regards to talking about the book, will probably be when I'm done with it, honestly. Like I said, if I do happen to pick up anything in Goodwill, I'll share that with you when I get in the car, okay? I do have something else that I grabbed. I had actually ordered from Amazon, and I grabbed it on my way out the door, so I'll probably share that with you as well. You know, and then I also had on my list to read 7 Days in June. I believe that's the name of it, by Tia. Is it by Tia? Yeah, by Tia Williams. I wanted to start that book, but I feel like this vlog is already going to be kind of long, so I may not get a chance, or I might start it but won't finish it. We'll see. We'll see what the end gonna be, y'all. So until I come up with something, or until I have something else bookish, guys, I will see you soon. Hey, book friends. Hey. So first of all, yes, y'all got me in the moo today. I needed to record the ending of the vlog that I am currently working on. So, baby, I wasn't about to get dressed for that. So, y'all get to see me in the moo today, okay? So, I am finally done, as I stated in the last clip, I believe. I'm finally done with No Place Left to Hide. And also in this vlog, we did Love in the Key of Summer, which I absolutely loved this book, okay? So I did not think that I would be able to start 7 Days in June by Tia Williams, but I did on Zila, my Kindle. I am currently on chapter 7, which leads me to say that, yes, I am going to go ahead and end this vlog because it's already kind of long. I think I've been doing this vlog for over a week now. So I'm going to go ahead and end it. If I start another vlog, which I probably will, I'm really liking doing the vlogs because I feel like, you know, you can get real time from me while I'm reading the book compared to me trying to remember everything that went on or what have you at the end of the month doing the wrap-ups. So I think I am going to do that. With that being said, when I do the wrap-ups, then I'm going to be very brief in talking about these books, okay? So I'm on chapter 7. I don't even know if I did like an introduction to this book, but you have Eva, Mercy, and you have Shane. And I don't know what Shane's last name is, but he's the main male character in this book, and Eva is the female main character, okay? And so these two had a little love romance thing going on like 20 years earlier when they were teenagers. And they absolutely were, you know, I guess in love with each other. Something happened between the two where I'm, even based on the synopsis of the book, I'm taking it that Shane, you know, might have did something dirty to Eva and ended the relationship in all the wrong ways. So we're gonna hopefully find out what that was. But here 20 years in the present, both of them are authors of books, okay? I believe Eva is some kind of erotica writer or whatnot, and then Shane is a literary type writer, and so they both end up at a book event, some type of literary event or something like that. And, you know, based off of what I've read so far, I guess sparks instantly flying. I think for a minute Eva must have forgot, okay, what happened. Not that she really did, but you know what I'm saying. 20 years later, you know, sometimes we might forget, honey. But, you know, they come together at this. You could tell, is very impressed by Shane. He comes across as if he's kind of shy or something. I don't know. He seems very reserved based off of what I've read so far. But anywho, I think that Eva's goal, I think they're supposed to be there another 7 days, okay? Maybe that's why the name of the book is called 7 Days in June, because they're supposed to be in New York at this event for 7 days, and I guess that's going to be her opportunity to either confront him, or I don't know, is something else going to start up? We shall see. So that's where I am right now in the book. They're at the event, and so I'm really excited. I'm definitely going to take some time today to try to get through this. I mean, I'm flying on this Kindle. I do feel kind of weird though, because I really want to turn pages. But I am finding that I'm reading a little bit faster on Zila. So I'm gonna still keep my books, okay? Yes, I'm still gonna keep my my books. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead, take a little lunch break here, and read some more of this. And if I start another vlog, I'll try to remember to start off with my thoughts on 7 Days in June. So here we have it, guys. We have the 3 books that I am reading on this vlog, and I can't wait for the next one. Till next time, guys, keep being who you are, and that's a star. So keep shining. Bye.